Hello plant lovers, welcome to Excelsa Gardens, here doing another video, and this week's topic, rare philodendrons. Before we jump in and talk about all the specific rare collectibles we have here, let's just talk about general care and the difference between Philodendron and Monstera. Today we are grouping them together in this video because they're very similar. You can group them usually in the same family, Philodendron and Monstera. The big distinguishing factor, of course, with Monstera is they tend to be holy. I mean that literally. They tend to have just holes in the leaf, thus the most common name is Swiss cheese plant. Monstera deliciosa, your Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, which is technically not a true Monstera, but we classify it as one. Your Monstera Adansonii, which likes to vine and climb, makes a really nice house plant. Monsteras typically like shade, deep shade, bright light, filtered light. The same could be said for every philodendron pretty much, of course. We have a lot of different varieties. A lot of the philodendrons come in many different colors and patterns and variegation patterns. Some are sun hardy, some are shade loving. Most are shade loving. Gigantea here, this big leafy one, is very much sun loving and it gets gigantic. We have plenty different varieties to choose from here at Excelsa. There seems to be a new variety of philodendron hybridizing every month, it seems. So always keep an eye out for your philodendrons. They're very collectible and they do great inside the home. Bright light, windowsill plants, great options. You know, you got your cool collectible Birkin, which is an excellent interior plant and highly desirable these days. Again, talked about your newer varieties. This is a little hybrid variety of Salome, also known as Philodendron bipennatophytum. This one is called Atom, A-T-O-M. It's a dwarf variety, so it stays nice and small, tight and compact. Makes a great little inside plant, nice little kind of talking piece. You have your cool darker leaf variety, another newer one we've been doing. It's called Black Cardinal. It's nice dark leaves, add nice contrast to your inside. On the other end of the spectrum, you have your Prince of Orange, which is nice and bright and colorful. Again, you have your Limelight, which is, or I should say lemon lime. It's a more of a vining variety. This kind of spills out. Jumping to the rare philodendrons, we have this one here. It's called Goldii. This one will actually vine up. It really doesn't look like a philodendron. It looks more like almost like a spiral ginger, if you're more familiar with those kind of plants. That one is very unique. It gets all these different leaflets kind of forming a hand shape, a palm shape. Very, very unique, very slow. This one here is called Ring of Fire. Sometimes it's called a variegated jungle boogie. Jungle boogie, of course, is a solid green variety, but this is way more showy, getting the name Ring of Fire due to the new leaf coming out that usually has an orange tint. Looks like a spit of fire coming out. Nice lobed leaf, really nice for texture. Again, bright light shade, it will get some size. This one will actually vine a little bit. Jumping over to Monstera, this is again Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, Monstera minima. Like most Monsteras, leaves will get larger as they mature. This is a vining variety too, so we do it on a nice little mini trellis to give it a face. It's going to want to keep vining and growing tall, so a post or a trellis is excellent for this particular variety. Same as this Monstera, Adansonii, you'll see it's on a nice wood post on the inside there. This one really likes to cling on and grab and grow up and out. This is definitely another vining variety of Monstera. Jumping to this bright beauty here, we have Painted Lady Philodendron. Now this is a vining, spilling, bright philodendron, nice variegation pattern. Very much in demand and on limited release. And wrapping up with everything here on the table, we have to finish, of course, with Pink Princess. Probably the most desirable among everybody here. This is, of course, a philodendron with a pink variegation pattern. It has this excellent pink marbling. This particular plant is known to spit out fully pink leaves, so think of this whole leaf as being pure pink, thus the name Pink Princess. This is a climbing variety, so it does want to grow up and out. We put it on the wood post here to let it hug onto something. Again, it's going to make aerial roots, so similar to Gigantea here. The roots will cling on and wrap around a nice wood post, a fence line. Personally, I have mine on the post just to give it a nice straight form, and it shows all the leaves off real nicely. Very easy for inside the house too. You can really can't overwater it. It's pretty forgiving if you underwater it as well. Nice and bright, cool, collectible. So that's it on today's video of rare plants. Be sure to check out our next one, which will feature plenty more. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow us here on YouTube. Our channel is going to be putting out videos more frequently these days. Stay tuned and happy growing!